be frankly honest, I'm kind of surprised this kind of thing doesn't already exist. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we are going to be talking about the film Nerve. This is a movie based on a book which I've actually never heard of, and I don't know if it's a trilogy, I don't know if it's just a one-off book. No idea. But it has the general concept that there is this mobile online game in which people sign up for either to be a watcher or a player. Watcher, you basically observe the players, and the players do dares decided by the watchers to decide if they are going to get more followers, and they get a bunch of money if they complete these dares, and the money just steadily increases the more difficult the dare becomes. And it's a very interesting idea, and like I said in the intro, I'm very surprised that something like this actually doesn't exist already. Maybe not with money, but with some sort of point system and just people doing stupid things that get them killed in order to just get the highest score for some reason. Now within this world we have Emma Roberts. She is a high school student, I think a senior in high school. She's not the most outgoing person. She just kind of sticks within her comfort zone. She doesn't talk to the guy that she likes, and she hasn't really taken any risks in her life. And then one day when her friend kind of goes out of her way to try to take a risk for her, it doesn't really work out, she decides, I'm going to start playing Nerve. And then she just slowly gets more and more wrapped up into it, and then she finally gets too far involved with it, and it just becomes a matter of trying to get out alive. Early on she runs into Dave Franco's character. He is also playing the game, and he has something of a past to him as well, and they team up, and they are basically playing the game together. And I really like the chemistry between these two actors. I thought they worked really well together, and I bought their relationship for the most part. I thought it worked really nicely. They have good humorous moments together as well as good serious moments, and I enjoyed seeing them both on screen together. The dares themselves are actually quite fun to watch because me not having any idea about this series or this one-off book, I don't know if anyone's going to just go splat on the ground because they're 200 feet in the air, or if they're all just going to make it out alive. You don't really know. And so there's a scene where there's somebody walking across just a really high area on a ladder. It's just like, are you going to just like fall down and die right now? And it just had me on the edge of my seat a lot of times in this movie because I don't know what's going to happen with a lot more of these dangerous dares, which just are actually like can kill people. There's some really more easy ones like kiss a guy for 5 seconds or something, but then it just gets into the lot more deadly ones to get a lot of money. Again, the concept for this movie is also it's just really interesting. I'm really surprised that's not already a thing. Just with the idea of an audience deciding dares for someone to do and them being awarded a certain amount of money or points to complete that objective. And if they don't, then they're out of the game and they lose their place in whatever award system there is. I just find it to be a really interesting idea. Deadly idea, stupid idea. I'm really surprised again that's not already a thing. Maybe it is, I'm just old by this point, I don't know. The only small thing which kind of bugged me throughout the movie is the fact that it takes place over the course of about a half a day, because Emma Roberts, she starts out playing the game after school one day, and then the whole rest of the movie takes place over the course of that evening. And so it kind of made it seem like there was this long out tournament where people are just kind of ranking up, and then by the end of the period the highest two players go into the finals. And she just happened to join on the very last day where she needed to like just gain an immense amount of followers in order to get into the finals. It just seemed like a very kind of fast-paced and a lot faster than it probably should have been. Maybe it's extended a lot longer in the book, but it just seemed like, okay, she gained really quick popularity in just a couple of hours. That's a little bit unrealistic, I thought. The movie is very well paced, I thought, as well, though. I wasn't really bored at all through the course of the film. I found the characters very engaging. I thought that some of the side characters maybe could have been a little bit more fleshed out, but I overall thought the movie was quite a fun time. The ending I thought was also very satisfactory. It did basically what I wanted to do, and it had a very exciting ending, which again had me on the edge of my seat because I didn't know how it was going to play out. It was also kind of nice that there wasn't really a main villain per se. There wasn't like a person in the shadows who is controlling this nerve game. It's just kind of an online thing. You don't know who created it, you don't know who's really behind it, and it's just an entity. And the idea is to try to shut down the entity by the end of the movie. And it's not really a person or anything like that. That's the villain. And so I kind of enjoyed that idea, and it's just kind of like a matter of surviving in this system that you put yourself in, instead of just being against one person who's controlling the outcome and basically responsible for a lot of potential deaths. But guys, overall, I really enjoyed Nerve. It surprised me how much I enjoyed this movie, because I wasn't really thinking it was going to be anything special, and then walked out of the theater very, very happy with it, because I found myself, again, really enjoying it. I thought the characters were interesting. They had progression, and they grew throughout the course of the film, even though it's within a couple hours in their movie time. But I still had a fun time with this movie. But guys, those are just my thoughts on Nerve. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching.